Hi, it's Brian and Rob from Liberty Safes of New Jersey, and we're on here today to tell you that we have moved from our previous location to a new location in Hamilton Township, New Jersey. We're at 500 Horizon Center Boulevard in suite number 510. It is a much bigger location with a bigger showroom, a bigger warehouse, and hundreds of more safes to service you.
Yep, we have the same great lines. We have Liberty Safe, we have Holland, we have Rhino, and we have American Security, all ready to go, ready for delivery whenever you want it. We're so close to 295, 195, and the New Jersey Turnpike now. It's a great location.
All right, we're going to start out here with the Centurion series, which is what Liberty calls level 1 security. There's 3 models of this safe. Rob, tell them a little bit about this.
So this is the Centurion 12. This is the smallest upright gun safe that Liberty makes. It's a 1200 degree for 30-minute fire rating. You've got active bolts on one side of the door, external hinges so you can open the door a full 180, and it has 12 long gun cutouts.
And this one here is the Centurion 18.
Yep, same basic safe, a little bit bigger. You have 18 total long gun cutouts. You have some extra shelving for additional storage. These are all 14 gauge steel throughout.
And so the first one was 18 inches wide.
Yes.
This one here is 24 inches wide. The next one, the Centurion 24 Deluxe, 28 inches wide.
Correct. And you also get this accessory door panel. Same adjustability in the shelving. You're up to a 40-minute fire rating when you go to the bigger one as well.
And that particular model is one of, in this level 1 security, is probably our #1 seller, right?
Absolutely.
All right, now what is this safe here that kind of looks the same, but it's a little bit different?
So this is the Tactical 24. It's very similar to the Centurion 24. It just gives you a significant amount of adjustability. Comes with a ton of shelves, a little bit nicer door panel, comes with a couple of actual Liberty branded ammo cans. You're able to put one long gun on the door on this one. It has a cool pocket, which has its own bit of fire protection for extra important paperwork, that kind of thing. You slide it in there and you're done.
All right, and that one is basically the same footprint as the Centurion 24
Same
Deluxe.
exact footprint, yes.
All right, so now we go into the Freedom, and from what I understand, there's 3 models of Freedoms.
Yes.
There's a 30-inch wide, a 36-inch wide, and a 48-inch wide.
Yes, so this being the 42-inch wide one, the largest one, you're a 48 long gun capacity in this, 14 gauge steel, 40-minute fire, active bolts on the one side of the door. They all have 4 holes in the bottom where you can bolt them to the floor. If it winds up in your garage, we can bolt it to your concrete.
Now, why would I want to bolt it to the floor?
Just adds a certain level of security, especially if you're putting it somewhere with easy access. It's just worth bolting it to the floor always.
Does bolting to the floor, does that void the warranty?
Absolutely not.
What is the warranty on Liberty Safes?
So you're a lifetime warranty against fire and attempted theft. That pays for us to come out, put a new safe in, the whole deal.
Now, before we go any further, these things are pretty big and pretty heavy. How do I get this home?
So we do full in-home delivery if you don't want to deal with it yourself. Basically, we'll ask you a certain number of questions. If we can physically fit it where you want it, it's not a problem. We'll get it there.
All right, so we're still, now this is level 2 security, right? The Freedom's
Yes.
a level 2 security. All right, so why is there so now there's level 3. What's level 3?
So as you move up the model lines, you move up the levels in security. You get thicker steel, higher fire rating. The door bolts themselves get a little bit thicker. So in the USA model line, you're up to 60 minutes in fire. This being a USA 30, so it's 30 inches wide, also happens to have 30 long gun cutouts. You're also up to 12 gauge steel in this. So you've gone up in weight, gone up in basically everything that you can.
Rob, what is this thing here that's on the door, this panel?
So that's just a little bit of handgun storage. You have some zipper pockets for just any accessories that you have. Gets all that little stuff off the shelves, gets you a little bit more organization.
All right, and this is 30 inches wide.
Yes.
Now the next one, it was the same model, 60 minutes worth of fire.
Yep.
It's 36 inches wide, just more capacity.
Yes, so you're 6 inches wider. You also get 6 more long guns, so 36 long guns. This model line also comes in that 42-inch wide size like the Freedom 48.
Now I see one next to it there. Now we're getting into a little different color.
Yes.
So again, still USA series, still level 3 security.
Yes, so this is the USA 50. You have 50 long gun capacity. You're still at that 60-minute fire rating. This particular one comes in a couple of colors right now, being white or the textured black. And these all come standard with the electronic lock that you see us keep having to open.
Okay, and again, 60 minutes worth of fire in this one, lifetime warranty, the same warranties that we've been talking about on all the other safes so far.
Exactly.
And I'm noticing too that most of them have an electronic lock. Years ago it was a combination lock. Now it's more electronic locks. What is it, just easier or what?
It is, it's easier. Security-wise, they're exactly the same. The electronic, it allows you to change your own combination, where a manual combination, you're not really allowed to do that. The batteries are external, so that's never an issue. If the battery dies, you just put a battery in it and you're done.
Is it hard to change combination? Like if I have it set and somebody else finds out about it, can I make it something else?
It's very easy to change. You just have to know the combination to change the combination.
Okay. All right, so now we go into, I'm guessing, I'm looking here at the next level up. It's called the Colonial. That's also now, is that level 4 security?
Yes. So the Colonial model line, you get some additional door bolts. You have door bolts on the top and bottom now, as opposed to just the one side of the door. You're up to 75 minutes in fire rating. You are at 25 long gun capacity inside this safe, because as the fire ratings go up, they start to get slightly smaller.
All right, so we're 75 minutes. That's a long time. So what does that mean in an average house fire?
So that means this safe has to bake in 1200 degree heat for 75 minutes for the internal temp to get high enough that they're not really comfortable with it anymore.
Now, the next one here, now I noticed so far we've been looking at some black and white models, and this is another white model. This is the mid-size in level 4, I should say. 36 inches wide, still 75 minutes, a little different color interior.
Yep, you get a tan interior when you go to this, so it's a little bit brighter inside. You have 30 long gun capacity in this one. The Colonial model line also comes with a single outlet kit. So down in the bottom right, there's a power cord that comes in. So if you wanted to run your own lights or a dehumidifier, watch winders, anything that you need power for, you can get in there now.
Now we're back into another big guy here.
Yes. So this being the largest size in the Colonial model line. With this one, you have a 64 long gun capacity. There is also a Colonial 50 Extreme. So you see how the center divider is dead center in that safe? It splits it up into thirds instead of half. So it gives you a little bit more adjustability. That's available in the Colonial model line, only in the 50.
I see we're in the next line, which I think is level 5 security.
Yep.
It's the Franklin series, which is back brand new for 2022, right?
Yes, there was a little bit where there was no Franklin model line. So now you're 110 minutes in fire. This still is a 23 cubic foot box, so it's 30 inches wide. The box itself is 22 inches deep. So with this, you also get the deluxe door panel. You have this cool pocket here, has its own bit of fire protection. A little bit more adjustability. Comes with more shelving as well, so you don't have to use this as a gun safe right off of the bat. You can have just a complete shelf interior. You have active bolts on all 4 sides of the door now, so there's bolts on the inside as well. This also, when you move up to the Franklin model line, you get the ProLogic lock. It's the next step up in locks. It has a battery life indicator on the outside. It can hold 2 codes as opposed to 1 code on all the other ones.
Now, before we go any further, these things are pretty big and pretty heavy. How do I get this home?
So we do full in-home delivery if you don't want to deal with it yourself. Basically, we'll ask you a certain number of questions. If we can physically fit it where you want it, it's not a problem. We'll get it there.
So let's show that Franklin 50 just because, again, it's another big one. You're now 110 minutes worth of fire, I think you said?
Yes.
Now, are we into level 6 security now?
We are.
I see the electric cord in this one again.
Yep, this one also has a deluxe outlet kit, so you have 3 live outlets. There's also a USB and a Cat5 pass-through in this one if you wanted to get data inside the safe.
And I'm not sure if you said it yet, but all these safes, all Liberty safes, are made in the USA, correct?
They are made in the United States.
In Payson, Utah.
That's correct. And with that warranty, it's also transferable. So if you buy a safe that's too small to start with, you can upgrade, the new owner can transfer that warranty, and you can get a new one.
Okay, all right. So now we're jumping to level 7 security? I'm guessing?
Yes.
And this is the Lincoln series, which really since the beginning of time.
The Lincoln has always been the best seller. It's just a fantastic safe. You've now gone up to 10 gauge steel, 120-minute fire rating. You have interior lighting. It comes with a dehumidifier. It comes with a jewelry drawer. You still have that upgraded door panel. The door bolts themselves have now gone to 3/8 solid steel.
That's pretty awesome. So that safe's 30 inches wide, 60 high, 25 deep. And now we're going to hit that 40 that we were talking about earlier. It's kind of in between the 25 and the 50. So it's 36 inches wide. I'm sorry. Yeah, 36 inches wide, 66 inches high. So it's not quite as big, but still has all of the same awesomeness as the Lincoln 25.
Yes, you also gain some depth when you go to this size, which you really start to see on the inside. It just gets you a lot more usability inside the safe.
All right, very good. And this one still comes on the shelf, so I don't have to have guns, right? I can put anything in there.
Absolutely. And also, we should probably touch on there's a million color options when you start getting into the Lincoln.
Well, I noticed here now, and we saw a lot of black and white in the beginning, but now I see a gray marble. That's a little bit of shininess to it. Mm-hmm. The one that you have open there, that's I think a granite color, which is a little duller color, but still gray.
Yes. So there's basically 3 levels of finish. There's the textured finish, which this granite is. Then there's the marble finishes, which you can get in a number of different colors. Or there's high gloss as well, which you can get gloss black, burgundy, gloss green, ton of different options. There's also different hardware colors that you can get with each one, be it black chrome, gold, chrome, whatever you like.
All right, so let's move down. I see the Lincoln 50. We'll get to cover the Lincoln 50.
Yeah, so the Lincoln 50, same as that 40.
Oh, now I see there's lights in this.
Yes, so this one, the lights are motion censored. They pop on when you open the door. You never even have to worry about it. They shut off when you shut the door. You don't have to worry about touching any switches or anything like that. As usual, you have the adjustability, so it doesn't have to be used for long guns, but it's there if you need it. Comes with the dehumidifier.
What level is this one here, the Presidential? That looks pretty awesome.
So Presidential, you're top of the line now. So you've now moved up to 3/16 steel throughout, with an additional 1/4-inch plate in the door. You're at 2.5 hour fire rating at 1200 degrees. You have 1/2-inch steel bolts. You're basically 1,000 pounds when you get into this safe. So there's just a massive amount of security and just how much it weighs.
All right, so then again, this is the 25. I see a 40 here.
Yep, that's that bread and butter size range. Again, you've got the jewelry drawer, the adjustability. When you get into the Presidential, you get a dehumidifier that pumps out a little bit more heat.
Now, when you buy the top of the line, can I get blue?
You can get blue.
How about red?
Yeah, red, champagne,
Burgundy?
burgundy.
Okay. All right, so now I'm looking at this National. Now, what is it? Why is a National safe next to Liberties? We've been showing Liberties. Why is there a National safe?
National Security is a secondary brand of Liberty safes. So they have hinges on the outside so you can get a full 180-degree opening of the door.
A little more antique looking.
Yes. So this particular safe, basically the same as the Presidential in that 1200 degree for 2.5 hour fire rating.
God, a little different too on the colors and the hinges.
So in the National line, you can get this two-tone paint job where they more or less antique the outside and give it a black stripe on the outside. The full 180 of the door is nice if you need the extra space to get in and out of the safe too.
All right, very good. All right, I hope the last 15 or 20 minutes helped you learn a little bit more about Liberty safes. If you have any questions at all on the Liberty line of safes, give us a call on Mount Laurel at 856-222-9904. You can also check us out 500 Horizon Center Boulevard, Suite 510, Hamilton Township, New Jersey. You can also check us out on the internet at www.libertysafesnj.com. You can send us an email. You can tweet us, you can Instagram us, you can Facebook us, you can do all that. And you can even Tidio us. I don't even know what that is, but it works.
Pretty much anything short of sending a pigeon, we'll get it.
Yep, we might even get a pigeon. Hi, it's Brian and Rob from Liberty Safes of New Jersey, and we're on here today to tell you that we have moved from our previous location to a new location in Hamilton Township, New Jersey. We're at 500 Horizon Center Boulevard in suite number 510. It is a much bigger location with a bigger showroom, a bigger warehouse, and hundreds and hundreds of more safes to service you.
Yep, we have the same great lines. We have Liberty Safe, we have Holland, we have Rhino, and we have American Security all ready to go, ready for delivery whenever you want it. We're so close to 295, 195, and the New Jersey Turnpike now. It's a great location.
Welcome back to part 2 of Liberty Safes New Jersey, showing you our entire line in the #1 rated safe home and security show on the planet. Rob, we're starting here with Rhinos, which is a new line for us.
Yes.
Which is, by the way, a pretty awesome name for a safe company.
It is.
Because I don't think you can even blow these up with dynamite. But this first safe here, I'm only showing it because at this part of the show because it's a really great color. So this is like a home office safe, I'm guessing?
Exactly. Has some straight shelving inside. It also has power inside if you've got a watch winder or anything like that. You're a 1400 degree for 80-minute fire rating on this. Has the external hinges. It is also made in the United States.
All right, the second one here now, this is so this is where we kind of start out in the line in the Rhinos. Actually the Rhino Safe line, or the basic series. What do we got here?
So you're a 1400 degree for 40-minute fire rating. Your 14 gauge steel, it's about 370 pounds. You have 24 long gun capacity. You have the door panel with a ton of handgun storage and a couple of pockets for extra things. 4 holes in the bottom where it can be bolted to the floor.
And again here with this one, 60 inches high, 28 inches wide with external hinges, so you get the full 180 degree turn to the door.
Exactly.
So the one next to it looks very similar. I'm guessing it's the same model?
Same model. You're now 36 inches wide. Again, additional long gun storage.
That interior is pretty cool.
Ton of adjustability in the interior. Bolts on one side of the door.
And again, this one's 40 minutes worth of fire. And what kind of warranty does this have? I mean, Liberty has a lifetime warranty. What about Rhino?
Same thing. Lifetime warranty against attempted theft and fire.
All right. So the next safe here, now these ones here look pretty tough.
Yes.
Why do they? What's going on there?
So this is the Strongbox series. It has a nice antique look. Super stout door. You've got bolts on all 4 sides, all this adjustability on the inside. You're a 1400 degree for 80-minute fire rating. Great electronic lock from Sargent & Greenleaf. And it comes in many sizes as well.
Okay, and this next one here, I'm going to guess this is that 40 size we've been looking at?
It is. So you're that 36 inches wide, 66 high.
Oh, look at that interior. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Yep.
And this comes with electric also, I noticed on here.
It does.
Okay.
Yep. It comes with this nice chocolate brown interior. It's almost like a suede.
Boy, those bolts, by the way, they are awesome.
Yes.
So this is 80 minutes worth of fire at 1400 degrees, so it's a pretty chunked up fire rating.
It is.
Again, this is a pretty big safe. How do I get this home? I can't throw it in the back of my Volvo.
So we do full in-home delivery. As long as the safe can physically fit, let us know where you need it.
Now I'm looking here now these colors are pretty cool. It looks like there's a red, it looks like there's a brown, and then a shiny black.
Yeah, there's a ton of metallic in these. When the light hits them, they dance.
Wow, look at that. So there just more color selections in the Rhinos?
Yeah, so this is the Rhino CD series, this being the 60-30, meaning 60 high, 30 wide. 1.25-inch door bolts, 80-minute fire rating.
So this brown one's just still a CD series, a little bit bigger?
Yep. So you're in that 40 size range, that 66 high, 36 wide. You go a little bit deeper at 27 deep. You still have the outlet kit. You see this is mostly long gun rack on the one side with shorter shelves on the opposite side. The door panel, tons of handgun storage.
So I'm guessing then the black one is still a version of this, just a little bit bigger.
Exactly. More adjustability.
Boy, I can't get over how awesome that brown interior is.
Yeah.
We saw this in one of the other safes we looked at. This is a granite finish. Now, why is this safe a better safe than the CD series?
So this safe You're up to 120 minutes in fire. You see this additional 1/4-inch steel plate on the outside of the door. You're also 10-gauge steel throughout. You've just got the higher fire rating. You see the lights come on when you open the door. This safe comes with lights right off the bat.
That's really cool. I think every safe should have lights in it. Even the low end, even level 1 security should have lights in it.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's just a dark hole.
That's right. So, Rob, while we're still talking about the Rhinos, there's an accessory that's pretty cool that Rhino has in any of their better safes. What is that?
So you can option in this swing-out gun rack. So you can get to the guns in the back of the safe a lot easier. You can get that in the Strongbox series, the CD, and the A series as an accessory in any of the sizes.
Well, that's pretty cool. So that just gives you easier access to the guns that are in the back.
Exactly.
All right. All right, Rob, so we're in the next line here in our showroom here. It's Holland. Where's Holland from?
So Holland's from Texas. They make a lot of different varieties of safes that our other model lines don't. So you get down into these home safes that are more jewelry geared. Your 2-hour fire rating on this safe. You can also get this with just shelves as a strict burglary safe. Also, they have drop safes, so if you have a business where you need to just drop money, we can get that in the Holland model line. But then...
Can you drop your Bitcoin?
No, I don't think that would fit in there.
Won't?
No, I'm not entirely sure how that works.
So we need well, I can shove a computer in there that has the Bitcoin on it.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but just not the cord.
All right, so we're now into a couple little different models here of gun safes from Holland. This is the Hunter 16?
Yes, that's the Hunter 16. You're a 45-minute fire rating. Very similar to every other gun safe out there. 12-gauge steel, great safe, 1.25-inch bolts.
Available in the matte black finish?
Yes,
All
this
right.
finish only.
Now, before we go any further, these things are pretty big and pretty heavy. How do I get this home?
So we do full in-home delivery if you don't want to deal with it yourself. Basically, we'll ask you a certain number of questions. If we can physically fit it where you want it, it's not a problem. We'll get it there.
And the next one here is the Black Hawk series, which I see is the gray marble, a little different version of gray marble. Mm-hmm. Oh, this one's got lights too.
This one has lights that can either be battery powered or plugged in. So if you were putting this safe somewhere where you have no power, you can still have lights inside.
Now, this is a pretty good, this isn't a real expensive safe, and it's 90 minutes worth of fire?
Yes, it's 90 minutes worth of fire. The door bolts are enormous. It's 10-gauge steel throughout. It's a great high security, smaller safe.
Okay, and this safe is basically assembled in America, assembled in South Texas?
Yes.
All right. This here Black Hawk, just a hair bigger. Again with lights. God, the lights just, every time they go on, I'm like, man, I gotta have them.
Yeah.
So you can't pry this door open, there's no way?
No, nobody smart's gonna try.
So, again, now what if somebody did try to break into this? What happens in the warranty?
So that's when the warranty kicks in. Basically, the locksmith comes out, gets the safe open. The safe either gets fixed or replaced. Typically, they get replaced.
By the way, did I tell you we're in Mount Laurel, New Jersey and Hamilton Township, New Jersey. And you can pretty much find us anywhere. Go on the internet, www.libertysafesnj.com, or you can call us at 856-222-9904. And because I haven't mentioned his name, you can talk to Chris down there. I would feel bad if I didn't mention his name. Okay, the next line that we have at Liberty Safes, New Jersey is an American Security TF5517.
Yes, so this is a very small upright gun safe. It's actually a little bit shorter than the typical safes that we carry at 55 high. So if you put it in a closet with a low clothes rack, it'll tuck right under there for you.
So that can pretty much go anywhere in your house. Okay. By the way, did I hear somebody say when you were talking to a customer that you put one next to a stand-up shower in a bathroom?
Sure did. But there's
Wow.
not a room in a house we haven't put a safe.
Okay, all right. All right, so next year we're at the NF series of American Security. They look like they're kind of a gray marble look to them also.
Yep. So they come in a variety of sizes. You're a 90-minute fire rating in these. This being the smallest of the NF series. So you're about 24 inches wide, 20 inches deep. Complete interior. Comes with power inside, has that additional 3/16 door plate. Ton of security in a small safe.
So that's 24 inches wide.
Yes.
Then we have a 30-inch wide and a 22 inches deep?
Yes, so this is the 22-inch deep, 30-inch wide model, 90-minute fire rating still. So this is what's known as the 60-32. Then the 60-30, you're the same width, but you gain some depth. So if you're limited in where you're putting the safe width-wise, you can start to go out depth-wise to get you that extra storage.
Now, what are the warranties on the American Security?
They are lifetime as well against attempted theft and fire.
And you can get that with an electronic lock or a combination dial?
Just an electronic lock in these ones.
Okay, all right, okay. Again, we're back to some pretty awesome colors here. Just real quick as we get in this, I see white, I see like a burnt orange, I see a two-tone, blue. Again, blue, probably the #1 color in all the world.
Yeah, people love blue.
But so why do these look like so much better? I mean, they're fancy with the trim there on the hinges.
So this is the American Security BFX line. It's made in the United States. These are California-based. The BFX is constructed a little bit different than every other safe that we have. So these are a 2-layer steel system. It's 11-gauge steel on the outside, 12-gauge steel on the inside with a concrete slurry in between as the fire protection.
And that's, how much fire protection does that have?
That is a 2-hour fire rating.
Wow. So it's got a steel wall on the inside?
Yes.
So it's steel, fireproofing steel?
Exactly. Steel, concrete, and steel.
Okay.
You have a 1/2-inch steel door plate. These can either be ordered with a manual dial or an electronic lock. They have lights inside. You can even order this safe with a hinge on the left. You can order it without a logo. You can order all the different colors. They all have that mirror in the back just to add a little depth to the safe.
That burnt orange color is pretty nice. I think last year, the statistics showed that as being their #1 selling color in 2021.
Wow. So the other thing you can do with the American Security line is you can get it in a 2-tone. So you can have the door a different color than the rest of the safe.
Now I noticed with this one here, everything opens to the right. Mm-hmm. I think you can get left-hand hinges with the American Security?
You can. So if you have somewhere where that would work better for you, you can custom order it with a left-hand hinge.
Okay.
And again, these all have 4 holes in the bottom where they can be bolted to the floor, and we do the full in-home delivery.
Okay. Now we're back to, again, the 40 size, which by the way is becoming very popular, I've noticed, throughout all the lines.
Yes. It's really the bread and butter size. It's not so imposing, but it still gives you a ton of storage inside. These, again, you have the lights inside, you have an outlet kit, all the adjustability on the door panel.
And then of course the 50.
Yep. The largest size here, this being a platinum color, and some more adjustability on the inside with the 3 center dividers, so you don't have to take up so much space if you only have a few long guns.
All right, so again, you can find us in 500 Horizon Center Boulevard, Suite 510, Hamilton Township, New Jersey. Or in Mount Laurel, New Jersey at 856-222-9904. You can find us on the internet at www.libertysafesnj.com. We have a great website there, can pretty much answer all your questions. And again, if you're on the internet, give us a call. We can walk you right through everything. You can even buy on the internet, 12 o'clock at night. But yeah, so again, hope to see you in the store. That's Rob, I'm Brian, and hope we answered all your questions.
Thanks for watching.